Today we have Unit 3, Lesson 10. The title of the lesson, Things Happen in Nature for a Reason. Things happen in nature for a reason. Because here we have the word nature, طبيعة, reason, أشياء تحدث في الطبيعة لأسباب أو لسبب. Now today we are talking about a deer, a pregnant deer. Let's think of a pregnant deer. Now we go here to the word pregnant. Pregnant يعني حامل. Pregnant deer, غزالة حامل. The pregnant deer is in the forest في الغابة. And she is in labor. Labor يعني هي في حالة ولادة, في حالة مخاض. Now she is in the forest. She wants to give birth to her fawn. She wants to give birth to her fawn. fawn يعني شنو؟ الصغير. تريد تولد. Give birth يعني شنو؟ تولد her fawn. صغير الدير, صغير الغزال, اسمه fawn. She wants to give birth to her fawn. So she found a remote grass field. لقيت لها مكان remote بعيد, grass field, to give birth to her fawn. Suddenly clouds gathered in the sky. Cloud gathers and lightning strikes the forest. Lightning, what's the meaning of lightning? Lightning, البرق ضرب الغابة it causes fire. صار بالغابة صار fire. This is one side of the forest. On the other side of the forest there is a strong flowing river. أكو بالجهة الأخرى strong flowing river. This is the river, النهر, and this is the forest fire. Now, the deer spot or looked at her left. She notices a hunter. شافت على جهة اليسار a hunter with his bow. hunter بيده القوس مالته. إيش بي pointing at her. pointing يعني شنو pointing؟ يعني مؤشر القوس عليها أو السهم عليها. Now on her right, this is on the left, on her right, على اليمين, there is a lion is approaching her. approaching يقترب من عندها. So the pregnant deer is trapped. Look at the word trap. And the past tense is trapped. The P is doubled and the ED is pronounced trapped. Now the deer is trapped. يعني شنو؟ محاصرة. She is trapped by the forest fire on one side and the strong flowing river on the other side. She is surrounded by the hunter on the left and the lion on the right. Now, what will the deer do? Will she survive? Will she give birth to her fawn? There are many questions, and we ask this question, what will happen to the deer? Will she survive? Will she give birth to her fawn? Will the fawn survive? What will happen? Will the hungry lion kill her and eat her? Will the hunter kill her with his arrow? What will happen to her? We ask these questions. And what will she do? What will the deer do? The deer decided to stay quiet. قررت أنها تبقى هادئة. Stay quiet and focuses on giving birth to a new life. Focuses, look at the word focus. Focuses, the word focus. Focus, doesn't go focus يعني تركز. Focus. She decided to focus on giving birth to a new life. تركز على شنو؟ على إعطاء حياة جديدة. Or on her fun, giving a new life to her fun. This is what she decided. Deer focuses on giving birth to a new life. Why? Because nature is balanced. الطبيعة متوازنة, balanced, and is observed by God. Observed by God يعني الله يلاحظ كل شيء بالطبيعة. زين. The deer stays quiet. تبقى هادئة awaiting. تنتظر what will happen. What will happen. Lightning احنا بنقول قبل شوي lightning يعني البرق. Strikes. البرق strikes. البرق ضرب and blinds the hunter. Blinds the hunter أعمى الهانتر الصياد. والهانتر سوى بهاي الحالة he releases the arrow. Releases أطلق السهم. The arrow passed through the deer. انطلق من أمام الدير and killed the lion. وkilled the lion. يعني شنو؟ وقتل اللاين. So she got rid. تخلصت من the hunter and the lion. At the same time, it starts to rain. بدأت السماء rain تمطر heavily, and the forest fire is slowly doused by the rain. يعني الفاير انقمر بالrain بالمطر and it was put out. انطفى الحريق. زين. The deer, at the same time, the deer gave birth to a healthy fawn. ولدت a healthy fawn. صغير وصحي, صحته جيدة, a healthy fawn. And a new birth or a new life begins. A new life begins. Now, what is the lesson of this story? In our lives also, حياتنا أيضا, there are moments of choice. لحظات اختيار. Maybe sometimes we are surrounded, نكون محاطين بنيجاتيف thoughts, أفكار سلبية, negative thoughts or difficulties, صعوبات. Now, what will we do when this happens to us? We have to focus like the deer. We have to focus on the important things and leave the other things for God. The priority of the deer, الأولوية مالت الدير مالت الغزالة in that moment was to give a new birth, أنه تعطي حياة جديدة. The rest was not in her hand. باقي ما كان في يدها, it was in God's hands. So also in our lives, we have to do what we do and leave the rest for God. We have to do the important things and leave the other things for God. Next time, if we struggle with negative thoughts, you have to ask yourself. You ask yourself, إذا كان عندك negative thoughts, أفكار سلبية, يجب أن تسألين yourself, where is your focus? يعني شنو focus قلنا تركيز, وين التركيز مالتكم? Where is your faith and hope? أين الfaith مالتك والhope الأمل والfaith الإيمان? Where is your hope? In the midst of any storm, في وسط أي عاصفة, do what you should do. يعني نفعل اللي نستطيع أن نفعله and leave the rest for God. ونترك الباقي for God, على الله. This is all about this lesson. Thank you for your listening. Now I read the text. Now in a forest, a deer is about to give birth. She finds a remote grass field near a strong flowing river. This seems a safe place. يعني هذا كان يبدو safe place, مكان آمن. Suddenly, labor pains begin. At the same moment, dark clouds gather above and lightning starts a forest fire. She looks to her left and notices a hunter with his bow pointing at her. To her right, she spots a hungry lion approaching her. What can the pregnant deer do? She is in labor. What will happen? Will the deer survive? Will she give birth to her fawn? Will the fawn survive? Or will everything be burnt by the forest fire? Is she going to be killed by the hunter's arrow? Will she die a horrible death at the hands of the hungry lion approaching her? She is trapped by the fire on the one side, the fast flowing river on the other. She is also boxed in by her natural predators. What does she do? She focuses on giving birth to a new life. Nature is balanced and always observed by God. The deer stays quiet, awaiting what will happen. Lightning suddenly strikes and blinds the hunter. He releases the arrow, which dashes past the deer and strikes the hungry lion. It starts to rain heavily. The forest fire is slowly doused by the rain. The deer gives birth to a healthy fawn. A new life begins. A new life begins. In our lives, too, there are moments of choice when we are confronted on all sides with negative thoughts and difficulties. Some thoughts are so powerful that they overcome us, making it difficult to think clearly and make sensible decisions. Maybe we can learn from the deer. The priority of the deer in that given moment was simply to give birth to her fawn. The rest was not in her hands. Any action or reaction that changed her focus would have most likely resulted in death or disaster. Next time you struggle with negative thoughts, ask yourself, where is your focus? Where is your faith and hope? In the midst of any storm, do what you should do and leave the rest for God. Thank you.